I noticed. You okay?
Yes.
Kathryn, it's such a pleasure to talk to you. Actually, there's no way you'll remember this. I actually talked to you 10 years ago on Paranormal Activity 4
Oh my God.
on Skype. Such a long time ago.
You did? Wow.
Did the directors ever play any sounds or music during the set just to give you a sense of what it would be like afterwards?
Yes, they used to use a huge bass drum, and they would never tell me when they were going to use it, and they used to get like a really good jump scare out of me.
What was that?
And then almost every time after they'd be like, Kathryn, can you not be so scared this time? I'd be like, maybe you shouldn't use that drum this time.
And also, I gotta say, I mean, as you can see, I have a huge movie library. I'm a huge movie fan, and I just wanted to pick out just one of my recent favorites, which is Freaky, because I think it's one of the best horror movies in years. It must have been such a blast to get to play, you know, an aging serial killer in a high school student's body. That was
It was. And I was thinking about being a superhero while making that movie. I was like, all right, you're practicing your run. How would you run if you were a superhero? I was like preparing for this role, even though I didn't know I had this role yet. There was just something in me that was like, get ready. I knew it was coming.
It all made sense. It made sense.
Well, that's so cool that you've known me since Paranormal Activity. Wow. That was my first lead of a movie, like the lead. Yeah, crazy.
And I actually couldn't help but wonder about Paranormal Activity while watching it, just in terms of the fact that in that film, of course, you also have to imagine all these forces around you, whether it be ghosts, demons, whatever. And in this film, of course, where you're in the quantum realm, it's very much the same thing. There are all these weird creatures that you don't get to see until you watch the final film. So did you draw on that, you know, your experience in professional make-believe?
Oh, absolutely. I think what I took the most from Paranormal Activity was telling a story with just your eyes, right? Yeah. There's not a lot of dialogue in a horror film, really. It's like mostly around you what's happening, and then you see it happening to the character. And then in a Marvel movie, there's nothing going on around me, right? There's just green screen or whatever world I'm in. I have to imagine it. So you have to tell the story, push the story forward with just your face, because I'm looking at nothing. I gotta go with what's gonna happen. I have to trust my director and trust Paul and just feel ridiculous acting to nothing. And so the funny thing is the process of making these movies is the same as you know, Paranormal Activity 4. It's just a much bigger trailer, and the food is better.
It's like we're camping.
We've never been camping.
But we've always talked about it.
I would never be able to keep a straight face around Paul Rudd.
No.
I mean, how difficult is that?
No, there's no way. You're already smiling too much as it is. You would never get through a moment with him. But I swear, yeah, exactly. You are a great reflection of what I actually look like in between takes and during takes. I broke in every single scene. I thought I was going to get fired. There was one day I looked at Paul and I'm like, Paul, like, this has to stop. I'm not doing a good job. Like, I'm making cuts. And he said, no. Don't feel bad. He's like, the truth is if you and I are laughing and creating an energy and having chemistry like this, the audience is going to feel it. And that's what they're going to take away. We're still saying the lines. He's like, you're getting through it. There's this magical thing called editing. And he's right. I think it's kind of like if you and I go to a concert and the band plays their song and then in the middle of the song, they just start jamming. Now we're all part of like a new experience that's better than what was just planned. It's better than what was just on the page. And that happened because our director, Peyton Reed, really encouraged it. You know, it was really cool that on the biggest project of my life, I was encouraged to like try stuff and fail and take a risk. And that was different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like stand on your mark, say your line. But Peyton Reed wanted us to improvise, not because he wanted to use it particularly, but because he wanted us to have that energy together. And I think you feel it.